Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, July 31st, 2013. Big day today for news and announcements. The biggest one, or not the biggest one, a real big one is GDP at 8:30, and then we got the Fed policy announcement at 2 this afternoon. And although rates are expected to remain at practically zero, there is some concern about how the Fed plans on doing any easing of their monetary policy. So see, they're already in trouble with that. So now they need to wiggle out and stop doing this, and the market's not going to like it because the economy's not moving well enough for them really to stop with the drugs, I guess you could say. So it's not a good time to do a withdrawal, I guess. So now they are in trouble. They started to do something that they can't stop doing, and they know they have to. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are in that situation right now. All right, let's take a look at what's going on over in Asia, or what went on over in Asia. It's let's see here. We have pretty kind of down in Asia a little bit, not very much at all. Pretty flat day, non-volatile day over in Asia and Europe. Moving on towards lunchtime, and overall up, but not by a lot. Really kind of mixed. No strong moves there. They obviously also are waiting to hear what Uncle Ben and his boys and girls have to say. Okay, so here we have it right here, headlines here. When will the Fed taper? Debate rages over timing. Okay, so that's that. Let's jump over and take a look here. The only thing that I really did yesterday was enter into another IWM daily credit spread. We'll take a look at that chart and I'll explain what I did. Okay, so now we have two magentas. We have a magenta here and a magenta here. So now we have to go with a bear call. Not paying attention to anything else except the 9-day price EMA and the 15-day MACD EMA. Those are the only things that we're looking at, and we're just looking to see what color they are. Can't get much simpler than that, can it? So we went with a bear call, and here is what it currently looks like. What we have here is a miniature iron condor. I just call it miniature because the spread here between the call and the put strikes is not very much. So for break even, we're talking 104.79 and 102.78. So there's like a $2 roughly break even spread here on this. So where is it going to end up? Okay, so we have a 103 and a 104.5. So 104.5 is here roughly, and 103 is here. Is that right? Yes. So at 103 could be blown away, but that's not a big deal. You win some, you lose some. I'm not going to bother adjusting or exiting that one. Back to our current positions. Gold is probably going to start making some money pretty soon on that iron condor. We could take a peek at the risk profile on that as well. And we're not in too bad of a shape there. Moved up a tad yesterday. Looks like it's going to move up a tad today as well. That's just something that throughout the life of it, we'll just see what happens here. I don't think that I have my price slices on here, but I did not accurately depict the actual strikes of what I did here. So we have minus at 122 and 133. This is at 130. Where is this at? It's at 132.86, so it's really 133. I'll put that there. These are break evens, but now I'm putting in the short strikes. And this will expire 96. No. This expires in August. So just to let you know where that one is. And then we probably have rays on here. Left ray, no. Right ray, no. That should make things look a little bit better. So effectively that one is here, and this would be the same line here, and I'll fix that. There. Through the magic of the pause button, I fixed it. So this is what that one looks like. Okay, let's just jump right over and do our scan. Just stay here, pre-market. Let's cover pre-market here. It's mixed. Everybody's waiting. Only thing moving around a little bit maybe here is gold, a tad, and oil. Let's see here, 103.18. It's below that 105 mark. That's a good thing. All right, let's jump right into the scan. I wanted to let you know I had a death in the family, the third one this year, and I probably will be, and it's in Wisconsin, of course, so I'll probably be heading back there this weekend. So there may be a day or two where there is no daily scan. Alright, let's jump right over here and take a look at what is going on. Alright, Apple, target set down here, still moving up smartly. That's a good thing. At least it's got some direction to it, and that's what counts. Amazon, nice move up here, and now it's looking a little bit shaky, but it's still in an uptrend, so we may be moving down to our target here. We'll have to keep an eye, though, on momentum, and we have to keep an eye on the weeklies here for any sort of confirmation. Baidu, that's French for Baidu. Looking for a hit on the target down here. Let's slide this over. It's going to take a while for this one to develop. We're anticipating next week sometime. Based on that, looking very, very strong since their earnings. Celgene also still screaming up. We need to move this over. I'm looking for next week on that one too. CF Industries, let's see if it kept up its pace from yesterday. Oh, a little bit of a pullback. There's a battle out here. Gap down at the open, shot up during the day, as we see over here, and then pulled back. Okay, so we opened down here, moved up right away in the morning, and then people took profits. Alright, so we have really no direction on this, and we still have earnings to deal with, so we'll take a pass on that. Chipotle, alright, looking for something for a move down to our target, which we're going to have to move over into next week. So nothing there at the moment. Gold, we're already in on that one. We have this noise here, which is why we decided to go with this iron condor. Google. Alright, well, Google may be doing a little bit. I have a hard time being bearish on Google, so that this particular play may not work out. If we come back up here and touch this baby, and the 50 MA, SMA, the simple moving average, turns up, we will again be looking for a bullish play on that, and our target will no longer be valid. Goldman Sachs, we had a favorable move yesterday, I believe. Yes, another favorable move away from our short strike. We like that. Looking good, Goldman. This was our counter play, which had me nervous for a while. But anyway, back here, there's this moving average. It looks like it's going to roll over here. And we got momentum coming out, stochastic in a down. We have a down wave coming up on the weekly. Momentum leaving for this upward direction. So that one ended up good, but I don't see anything coming up currently. LinkedIn earnings tomorrow after market. So take pass, MasterCard. Earnings before market today. There's probably some stuff going on here already this morning. After market last night, they had a smart move up by a couple bucks, but nothing really fantastic. We'll see what happens today. Should be fun. It's always fun. Netflix. Alright, Netflix here. Too flat. Too flat. Just don't want to do anything here with this moving average flat like this, and maybe hooking down here without even getting above the 55 in an uptrend, which is the minimum of what we would be looking for. Just too many mixed signals here on Netflix. Price line, we have an uptrend, and we're coming down here. We have earnings coming up next week. Pass on that one. Panera. Wow. This continues to tank. It's not a good thing here. Well, let's see. Chief Financial Officer bought 1,500 shares. We don't know what strike he got them at, though. I don't see anything here. I think we looked. This was from the 23rd. Let's see if we can find anything. Panera reported Q2 share. Let's see. Versus revenues were versus the analyst estimate. Ooh, they missed on revenue big time. So that, I guess that's their story there. So there may be a buying opportunity for Panera coming up in the future if you want to go long on the stock. But we don't know if it's going to recover or if it's going to continue its march down. So we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. And we're going to move our target here. Oops. It's going to take a while for this thing to come up here. I'm not sure exactly. You know, that first wave after a change in direction is always a difficult one to determine whether you really want to get in on it or if this was just an anomaly and it's going to continue to move back up and burn you. So sometimes you just don't know in this situation. So we'll just keep an eye on it and see what happens. Tesla. Okay, we're moving up, but we got earnings coming up, so pass on that one. And last, and certainly not least, is Visa. Visa did pretty good on their earnings, so I imagine MasterCard is also going to do good on their earnings. Was this after the market? Yeah, it was after the market, so you can see how people kind of play here on the day that earnings are announced. They turn out to be pretty good, and then we get this big gap up. So it's kind of interesting to see that happen with the underlying in this case. All right, that's it for today. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.